Understanding word formation, exploring prefixes in English. Welcome to our exciting journey into the world of prefixes. Today, we'll discover how these little word parts can change meanings and expand our vocabulary. Prefixes are small but mighty parts of words that appear at the beginning and change their meanings. Let's explore some common prefixes and see how they work. Prefixes are like word building blocks. For instance, the prefix "un" means not or the opposite of. When added to happy, it becomes unhappy, meaning not happy. Let's try some examples together. What happens when we add "un" to "know"? Very good. We have unknown. Unknown means not known. How about "un" with "fair"? Excellent. We have unfair. Unfair means not fair. Another common prefix is "re", which means again or back. Adding "re" to "do" makes "redo", meaning to do again. Let's see some examples. What do we get? What do we get with "re" and "write"? Very good. We have "rewrite". Rewrite means to write again. And what do we get when we add to build "re"? Excellent. We have "rebuild". Rebuild means to build again. Now let's look at the prefixes "pre", which means before. When added to "view", it becomes "preview", meaning to view before. Let's now have another. What "pre" and "school" make? Excellent. We have preschool. Preschool means before schools. Example, and "pre" with "prehistoric" gives "prehistoric", which means before recorded history. There are many other prefixes, each with its own meaning. Miss means wrong or badly, as in misunderstand, misunderstand. This means not or the opposite of, as in dislike. And auto means self or by itself, as in autopilot. Prefixes help us understand and create new words. By knowing them, we can guess the meanings of unfamiliar words. Let's explore now a chart with prefixes, meaning, and example words. We have first a, ab, abs. This means away from. Example, absent, not to be present, away, abscond, to run away. Ad, a, ac, af, ag, and are, at, as. This means to, toward. Example, adapt, to fit into. Adhere, to stick to. Annex, to add or join. Attract, to draw near. Anti means against. Example, antifreeze, meaning a substance to prevent freezing. Antisocial or antisocial, which refers to someone who is not social. Bi or bi or bis, which means two. Example, bicycle, which means two-wheeled cycle. Biannual, which means twice each year. Biennial, which means every 2 years. Then we have circum or cir, which means around. Example, circumscribe, which means to draw around. Circle, which is a figure that goes all around. Then we have com, con, co, col, which means with, together. Example, combine, meaning to bring together. Contact, meaning to touch together. Collect, to bring together. Co-worker, a person you work with. Another is D, which means away from, down, the opposite of. Example, depart, to go away from, to decline, to turn down. Then we have dis, diff, D, which mean apart. Example, dislike, not to like. Dishonest, not honest. Distance, which means away. Then we have epi, which means open or on top of. Example, epitaph, meaning writing open or tombstone. Epilogue, which is a speech at the end, on top of the rest. Then we have equ, equal, meaning equal. Equ, meaning equal. Example, to equalize, meaning to make equal. Equitable, meaning fair or equal. Then we have xef, meaning out or from. Example, exit, to go out. Eject or eject, to throw out. Exhale, to breathe out. Then we have in, il, ir, im, and il, meaning into. Example, inject, to put into. Impose, to force into. Then we have in, il, ig, ir, im, meaning not. Example, inactive, meaning not active. Ignoble, meaning not noble. Irreversible, meaning not reversible. Irritate, meaning to put into discomfort. Inter, between, among. Example, international, meaning among nations. Interpose, to put between. Then we have mal, mal with E, which mean bad, ill, or wrong. Example, malpractice, meaning bad practice. Example, malfunction, fail to function, bad function. Example, miss, meaning, another is miss, which means wrong or badly. Example, mistreat, to treat badly. Mistake, to get wrong. Misplace, to put in wrong place. Then we have mono, meaning one, alone, single. Example, monopoly, meaning one ownership. Monotone, one tone. Monologue, speech by one person. Monosyllable, one syllable. Then we have none, meaning not, the reverse of. Example, nonsense, not making sense. non-profit, not making a profit. Then we have ob, in front, against, in front of, in the way of. Example, obstacle, something that stand in the way of. Obvious, right in front of, apparent. Obviate, to do away with, make unnecessary. Then we have omni, meaning everywhere, all. Example, omnipresent, always present, everywhere. Omnipotent, all powerful. Then we have per, meaning through. Example, pervade, to pass through, to spread through. Perceive, to become aware through sight. Then we have poly. Example, polysyllable, meaning many syllables. Polygon, meaning figure with many sides. Post, which means after. Postpone, meaning to do after. Postmortem, after death. Pre, before, earlier than. Example, preview, or viewing earlier than another. Prehistoric, before written history. Preface, a statement before an article or book. Pro, meaning forward, going ahead, or of, supporting. Example, proceed, meaning to go forward. Pro-war, supporting the war. Promote, to raise or move forward. Then we have re, meaning again, back. Example, to retell, to tell again, to recall, to call back, to recede, to go back. Then we have se, apart, which means apart. Secede, to withdraw, to become apart. Seclude, to stay apart from others. Then we have sub, meaning under, less than. Example, submarine, underwater. Subway, a path, a way to move underground. Subliminal, below the level of consciousness. Then we have super, which means over, above, greater. Example, superstar, a star greater than other stars. Superimpose, to put over something else. Then we have trans, meaning across. Example, transcontinental, which means across the continent. Transverse, to lie or go across. Then we have un, meaning one. Example, unidirectional, having one direction. Unanimous, sharing one view. Unilateral, having one side. Then we have un, which means not. Example, uninterested, not interested. Unhelpful, not helpful. Unethical, not ethical. To recap, prefixes like un, re, and pre change the meaning of words, making our language more expressive. So prefixes help us understand and create new words. By knowing them, we can guess the meaning of unfamiliar words. So keep practicing, and soon you'll be a prefix pro.